welcome to Visordown. We've had a seriously early start yesterday and today, but we're finally here in Austria for KTM's press launch of the RC 125. Back in 2008, Yamaha launched with the R125, and since then they've sold over 45,000 units. So I can't say I'm too surprised that this bike stood here behind me. What we want to know though, is this a bit of a copycat machine 6 years too late, or does it bring something new to the table? Whilst they do have some similarities, like 15 horsepower engines, they both weigh about 140 kilos fully fueled, and they're probably about the sportiest things you're going to find in the 125cc sector. What the KTM does offer is ABS brakes as standard and a huge 150 section rear tyre. We're going to be riding this on the road and then on track for a couple of hours. I'm seriously excited. Let's go have a ride. So we just got back from our ride on the RC. From a road perspective, I really like it so far. It's got really wide bars for such a sporty little machine. So it's still sporty, but you're not so hunched over the bars and it's quite comfortable. I only got about 300 miles on it so far, so you'd expect it to feel quite tight, but actually it's not. The gearbox is super slick, the fueling's immaculate, and the whole bike just feels really well made and well put together. Couple of niggles. Not so impressed with the brakes at the moment. The ABS kicks in nicely and doesn't kick in too early either, but there's a lot of play in that lever before you really get any bite. And the other thing is, for such a sort of all-round machine, the seat is really hard. Now, we've got this test track booked out for the next 2 hours. I want to go see how this thing handles at speed. Let's go find out. So I've just come off track having done a bit of that, and I've really had so much fun today, which really proves that power isn't everything. What I'm really impressed about is actually the handling of this little 125, and I reckon it partly owes that to that massive rear tyre. In the straights, the bike is ultra stable, as it is in the corners too, and it just feels really sporty. You've got a load of feedback coming from the front end, so you can really hammer it through the corners. The best bit about it as well is that this little digital dash here shows you things like miles per gallon, gear shift indicator, shift lights, and after 4 hours of ragging on the track and the road, it's showing that we've done 70 miles per gallon, and you will not be getting that from a bigger bike. The biggest caveat, however, is price. At 4.5 grand, you could say for a 125, that's pretty steep. Saying that, it's really well put together, it's a great amount of fun, and tell me the last time you ever rode a boring KTM.